Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mike from Affiliate X. Today, we're going to do probably the most comprehensive ClickFunnels review on the internet. By the end of the video, you'll be able to know exactly what you can do to start earning money by either promoting other people's products or selling your own products with ClickFunnels. You'll be able to take traffic from Facebook, Google, Instagram, wherever it comes from, and convert it into a paying customer. And that is the goal of having a sales funnel in your business. Before we start the video, I just want to say that ClickFunnels was probably the most overhyped software that's ever existed on the internet. Russell Brunson is a really good marketer, and he's been promoting it like crazy. So I personally love the software. It does everything that I want it to do. But honestly, if you're starting out and you're looking for a more of a cheap option, Lead Pages or some other software is probably going to be better for you. So let's go ahead and dive into the video. So right now we're in the back end of the ClickFunnels. This is the homepage, what it looks like if you were to get an account with ClickFunnels. Here's just different stats that you have about your account. So this is primarily where we're going to be this whole time. So ClickFunnels is basically all the funnels that you have built within the account. Contacts is all the people that came from those funnels. Sales is the sales that you made. Funnel Marketplace, funnels. ClickFunnels actually allows you to build funnels and sell them to other people for them to use. And then build a funnel. This is where you would go to build a funnel. So Actionetics is the inbuilt autoresponder with ClickFunnels if you were to do the $297 per month, and so is Backpack. So if you were to upgrade to $300 per month, $297, you would have both of these features. So I just want to mention some essential settings before we go into the editor. So first of all, I want to talk about domains. Domains is where you would set up domain, and then so you can start creating your own funnel. So ClickFunnels does give you a free domain to start with, so you can use that. Email integrations with any payment gateways is like Stripe or PayPal, whatever you use to sell your products on the internet. So before people can purchase anything from you, you need to have Stripe integrated with ClickFunnels. That way they can pay you for that. Digital assets are things like images or PDFs. That's something you want people to have or to download. You can give that them through funnels. And then yeah, that's about it. So let's go ahead and dive into the funnel builder. So when we build the funnel, it's going to give us two options. We either go to this one works too. So ClickFunnels basically gives you a template, something that they know is going to work. So basically it's asking, what is the purpose that you want this funnel to be? Is it to collect emails? Is it to sell a product? Or is it host a webinar? For our example, we're trying to collect emails. So we're going to do that. Test and then test. Boom. Build a funnel. So it is building us a funnel right now. So as you can see here, we're inside the funnel. This is like the funnel overview. And then right here is your funnel steps, right? We're in the steps one. Stats is basically how well your funnel is performing. I was going to show you how many people came in, how many people left, what they did, how long they stayed for. Contacts is the people that came through your funnel came from somewhere into your funnel, and then you have accountability of that. And then settings, this is the funnel wide settings. So here you can rename the funnel group tag. You can change the domain. Basically, you can pick any domain that you want to be with that funnel. This is the path SMTP configuration. It's just email stuff. It's like a communication channel with the other service that other email providers have, and you have to set that up if you want to use it. Some autoresponders don't require you to have SMTP, like ActiveCampaign. I don't worry about SMTP, so that's another reason why I like ActiveCampaign. Favicon URL is basically this right here, this ClickFunnels logo. YouTube has its own one, AdWords has its own one, so you'll be able to edit your own favicon on here. And then if you have any kind of algorithm, or excuse me, if you have any software like Facebook or Google to be able to track your activity on your website, this is where you would put the analytics codes in here, and then you'll be able to track that. So if you wanted to share this funnel with somebody else, like you build out a funnel, you want to share it, this is the link that you would give them. Stripe account, this is where you would set up whatever Stripe account, or if you have Stripe, or if you're using someone else, this is where you would set it up. Zapier is just basically a software that allows you to integrate with many different things. So there's countless amounts of integrations that you can do with ClickFunnels. As you guys can see, Gmail, Google Sheets, things like that. So, and this is for affiliate stuff pretty much. And then if you wanted to delete a funnel, so if you didn't want a funnel anymore, then you would go to the general settings, and then in here you would put archive funnel, and it's going to put it in archives, and you're not going to see it in your main feed of funnels. And then now that we're done here, we're going to go ahead and save. Okay, so let's start off by first identifying what we're trying to build, because that's the step one, is to know exactly what we're doing. So Facebook would be the traffic source. So it doesn't matter where the traffic comes from, but for the sake of this example, it's going to be Facebook. So Facebook is where they come from. After they're done with Facebook, they're going to come on a landing page. Landing page typically only has one purpose, is to collect an email and then submit that person to the next page. So they put the email in here, and then they would have the submit button. And this could be a picture, whatever, right? And then this would be the headline. So this would be the landing page. And after they're done with the landing page, this would be, it wouldn't be, well, if you're just trying to collect emails and you're trying to gather leads, then it would be a thank you page. But if you're trying to sell information products, or if you have physical products, or like a more expensive course, then you would need to build more rapport with people. Therefore, the longer the sales funnel would have to be. But for the sake of just collecting emails, you would just say, hey, thank you for getting the whatever the bonus is that they applied for. And you can just tell them, maybe go to their website, or excuse me, your website, wherever it is that you want them to go. So from here, this would be your website that you redirect them to after they submitted to your thing. So let's go ahead and look at what that would look like in here. So again, the triangle means that you haven't picked the template yet. So for the opt-in, we're going to select the template. And again, the opt-in is this one right here. So we're trying to create a landing page, and that is the opt-in. Same thing. So here you have your, as you guys can remember, in the general settings, I picked the domain. This is the domain that I wanted for this funnel. So that is exactly that's going to be the domain that pops up for on top over here for this page. And then something that you can do is actually create a variation of this page. So you can duplicate it from that one, or you can create it from template. So for usually you're going to want to duplicate it, because you're never going to be testing more than one thing. If you are, you can't measure it, so you're probably going to be testing one thing, and here you can decide how much traffic you want to go to each one. So we're just going to put 50-50 in here, and then so now you have a variation. So if you wanted to delete a step, this is where you would do it, or delete a step, so a whole step will go. And if you want to clone funnel step, this whole step is going to be cloned in here, and then remove from funnel, you can remove the whole funnel step. So here is the automation. Again, if you have Actionetics, I don't, but if you have Actionetics, then this is where you would do it. It's like an inbuilt autoresponder within ClickFunnels. You'll be able to market to your list that way. And then publishing here basically just shows you the funnel step name, and then the path that it's going to take, and then a few more internal integrations within ClickFunnels. Okay, now that we selected our template, we'd go ahead and click. So opt-in, these are the pages, right? So we, and in here you can declare which one is the winner. So if this one wins, then this automatically is going to disappear. And then that one is the winner. And if you wanted to create a new one, you would create a new variation. So ClickFunnels kind of does that for you. And then right here, you can restore. So if you wanted to go back to the old one for some reason, that's how you would do that. So now that we have the template selected, let's go ahead and edit it. So I kind of wanted to talk about the settings. Let's go cover that real quick before we jump into the details. So here is where you'll be able to preview what this would look like. So if you don't want to load it, it's usually a lot quicker to preview it. So once you preview it, you know this is what it's going to look like. And if you don't like it, then you can just go ahead and let's select a different template. So that's the preview button. And then this is the step settings. Remember, these were the funnel wide settings. And then this is the specific step settings. So if we want to change the path, opt-in 1, just to keep it simple in the URL, you can do that also. So now let's go ahead and edit this page. So once we get in there, we're going to see that obviously this is what it looked like in the previous step, but we also notice that there's a few options on top. So you're going to want to be like, honestly, the best way to get good at this software is just to play around with it. Like just go all out, see what the buttons do, see what this does, see what does that. And yeah, and then that's probably the best way to learn. So the first thing we see right here is desktop and mobile. So one of the most powerful things ClickFunnels offers is the ability to have ClickFunnels differentiate between what you want people to see on their mobile and on their desktop. For example, so you can actually create this whole section right here, settings, and then you can put desktop only. That way, when people, and then right here, this red tab, that way when people go and look at it mobile, you're gonna see that the whole section is missing. And then this usually is good because, sometimes like this is too big or it just wouldn't look good. So that's when you would want to make sure that it's only that way. So let's go ahead and convert this back into all. Yeah, so if you wanted to switch it back, you would put all or mobile on. Next, we're gonna go ahead and go to settings. So some of the settings here, integrations is basically if you wanted to integrate anything with ClickFunnels, basically having a third-party app or third-party software do something or collaborate somehow with ClickFunnels, this is where you would do it. Well, first you would do it right here. Let me just go ahead and show you in a different tab. That way you'll be able to see exactly where you need to go. So right here, you go to account settings. And then once you're in account settings, you can go to integrations. And in here, you can see that ClickFunnels connects with many, many different apps. And then once you have this, so let's say Drip, for example, if we wanted to set up add integration with Drip, when we're building a landing page, this is where you would be able to pick it. So I currently have some of these. Active Campaign is my personal choice for autoresponder, but that's what I use and it works for me. So right here, you put autoresponder, and then you would want to add somebody to the list. So when somebody comes into your funnel, you would add them to a list, and then which list do you want them to go in Active Campaign. So the next thing, let's go ahead and look at SEO Meta Data. So if you wanted to rank your website on Google to just make sure it's up there, that way people can see it, you would need to edit this. So right here, you would put landing page or whatever, local marketing masters, whatever, right? And then description, you would put whatever is the description for here. Keywords is the keyword that you're trying to rank for, things like that. Author, self-explanatory image. Actually, let's go ahead. Man, I can't type and talk at the same time. Yeah, so local, and then page description, things like that. And then right here, this is what it would look like on Google, right? So if you want to do SEO, say SEO things, then that's where you would go. Tracking code, if you have if you're using things like Google Analytics or Facebook advertising, then what you would take is a tracking code from that software and put it in here. And that would allow you to track everything that you need to track on your website. How many people came in, what they did, how long they stayed for, where they went, or even heat maps. Like if you wanted to install a heat map on your landing page to see exactly where people are going, where they're clicking, or where they're getting held up, you'll be able to do that through here. So once you're done here, you could custom SES. Personally, me, I don't use this because I don't know how to code, but if some of you are developers, then this is where you would do your own code. I just want to say that ClickFunnels, like if you were to use, just a quick side note, if you're using WordPress or if you're using Kajabi, whatever, if you're like a developer and you like coding, those platforms are going to give you a lot more options than ClickFunnels does. But ClickFunnels does allow you to build code. So if you're kind of like me that has a hard time figuring out like technology piece of things, like coding, things like that, then ClickFunnels is definitely for you. So if you're not tech savvy. And then right here, we're going to look at background. So the background, so each section, so the funnel, this whole ClickFunnels things consists of three things. The green ones are sections. Within sections, you have rows. So the blue ones are the rows. And then within rows, you have elements, which are the orange ones, right? So each and every single one of these has their own background. But if we wanted to change the whole background of the whole page, then you would go into here and then background. So in here, it allows us to pick either an image. So if we wanted to pick an image, we could put this And then that would be the background. It doesn't look very good because we didn't plan it ahead, but you can also go to background and then change what it would look like. So right here, full width or repeat, right? So this would look, it's still ugly, but like obviously you can change the settings of what the background looks like. So we're actually going to go ahead and put something as a background color. So black right here, and then we're going to delete this. That way it looks more presentable. And then right here, if you actually wanted to add a video, it would allow you to put your link in there. That way you have a video playing. So we're not going to do a video. Plus, I don't think you'd ever want to do a video because it would take way too long to load. So that is the background settings. This right here allows you to change the universal font or the size of the font or the color of the font throughout the whole funnel. So basically, if you wanted to change the whole funnel on here, what you could do is go step by step right here and go to each element and go to settings and then go to font, but that would take way too long. So ClickFunnels allows you to take like a general font setting and then apply it to the whole funnel. So select the font, it will be right here. As you guys can see, the whole everything in the funnel, everything in this step changed, and then you would have to do that again in a separate page of the whole funnel. And then general settings, let's go ahead and talk about that. Basically, once people submit, you have a few different options. When people click this button, as you guys can see, edit action. What action do you want them to take when they click that button? So one of the things you could do is put them into the different position of the funnel. So if you wanted to put them in right here or right here, different parts of the funnel, this is where you would do it. If you want to go to the next step, this is where you would do it. Go to the website URL. So from here, if you just wanted them to totally abandon the funnel and go to a completely separate URL, you could also do that. Facebook opt-in, pop-up. I'll show you guys a pop-up in a little bit, what a pop-up is. But yeah, and then what I was trying to say is that you can set this right here as submit, right? Because that's normally what I do when I create a landing page, or excuse me, a lead generating funnel. I would put that as submit, and then on the settings, I would put go to the next step. So and then right here, basically, once they submit these things, ClickFunnels gives you the ability to give them a free PDF or some asset that you want them to have. So as we covered earlier in account settings, or excuse me, I didn't mean to click on affiliates. So in account settings right here, we talked about assets earlier. Where are the assets at? Wow. Digital assets. I can't believe I didn't see that. So basically, these are the assets that we have, and this is the favicon that we have. And if we take this logo, as you guys can see, if I take this, copy, and then one of my funnels has this. Well, this is from somebody else, but there's a separate logo that I took. I was just trying to create a landing page for one of the software that I was promoting. So where were we at? Yeah, so those are the assets. And then here, if you wanted to give them a digital asset, favicon, or whatever you wanted to send them, that's where it would be. So affiliate badge is something on the bottom over here. You can't see it, so let's go ahead and save it, and then we'll preview it. And then something on the bottom here is going to be a ClickFunnels badge. So what that is it with that tab, there's an affiliate link associated with that. So if people are on your website and they're curious about what that thing on the bottom is, then they can click on it and they'll go directly to ClickFunnels. And if they sign up to ClickFunnels, then you would be an affiliate for that person and you would get paid. So ClickFunnels allows you to advertise freely like that. So the next step, so that is that. And then let's go ahead, I think we missed one. So we'll close this out and go back to where we were, general settings, and then search engines. So you can basically hide your funnel from the search engines. So if this step is in the middle of the funnel, so if it's on the thank you page, you don't want people from Facebook or from Google going directly to your thank you page, then you would hide this page right here. Hide it so that people can't get here. But in this example, we want as many people as we can to see this page. So in this situation, we wouldn't hide it. Pop-up right here is the basically a pop-up before people leave the website. This is going to pop up. So show pop-up, this is what it would look like. Let's go ahead and throw an image in there. That way you guys can see what it looks like. So a headline, an image, and we'll say something else. Bullet list, whatever, right? So this is the pop-up that we want to see. Obviously, you would need your own pictures for all this to look good, but so that's what the pop-up would look like. And then edit pop-up settings. So image URL, trigger, don't show when users tries to exit. There we go. So that allows us to see or control what the pop-up does based on the customer's behavior. So basically this is the things to edit on there. So now if we save and we preview right here before I leave the website, the pop-up is going to pop up, and it's going to basically, it's like a last reminder for people before they go. It's like, hey, did you forget something, or you're missing out on something? You can basically remind them what that is. So those are this is just basically a quick way to look at the pop-up. And then on the other one is basically to customize the settings of what the pop-up is supposed to do. ClickFunnels recently added this feature to ClickFunnels, which is really, really convenient. It's basically like an undo function. So if I deleted this, but I wanted to bring it back, what I could do is bring this back and then call us. It comes back easier that way. It seems like a simple thing, but like before they didn't have it, and it was like the most painful thing ever. So now they have it, and it's super, super nice. So the rest of the sections right here, basically these are the sections. You can manage them by seeing which sections are laid out right here. Basically this one right here, this one is that one, and then, or you can add a section. So it shows, and then right here you would see which ones you want to add. So full width, wide, medium, or small. So let's say we added one full width all the way on the bottom. Then once we added in here, we actually can go back in the settings and add, not add, but like change the settings of that section. And like I said earlier, settings is sections are the biggest pieces. And then within that, we're going to have rows. And then with that, we're going to have elements. So section is the biggest one. And if you want to add something new, you would add it in there. So, and then that just explains everything here. So you can, what that is that you can go to the video separately and then go to settings and edit it that way. Or you can go to elements and then manage. And then right here, you can find the element that you're looking for right here. So video in this example, you just click on it and it pulls up the same settings that you would have. So I guess there's multiple ways of doing it. And like, I'm sure you guys seen me use this previously. There's a preview button that allows you to see what the funnel would look like after, or not after, but like, yeah, after you're saved, this is what the funnel would look like. That way, you know for sure that you left it off where you want to be, and you can go into your next step or just be done completely. So, and again, this is the save button to let you save. Okay, there's just a few more things that I wanted to cover here in the editor before we move on. So I just wanted to play a few settings just to kind of show you guys what it would look like. So let's go ahead and add a new section, or add a new row. Yeah, we'll add a new row. And then we want it to be 2 columns, and we wanted to place it right here, right? So once we're there, let's go ahead and add a few elements, and then we'll play with those elements to show you like what some of the settings that they have. So input, and then let's go ahead and add another one. That's gonna be button number 2. Oh, we don't want a button number 2. We already got one button. And then after that, we're just gonna go ahead and put an input button, and then we'll swap these around. As you guys can see, like all these are super interchangeable. You can move them around. It's super easy. So margin, we're gonna separate these two. As you guys can see, everything is editable. So let's go ahead and play with the picture here. So the picture, obviously, like if you wanted to, basically this is stock. And here you have these are the stock photos that ClickFunnels has. This is the backgrounds that they have. And then if you have your own library over time, like as you continue to import things, this is what they would look like. But let's go ahead and upload this one right here. Add image. So this is the logo, whatever, right? And then email address. Once you click on here, you're going to see that it has many different options too. So for our example, it's going to be first name. So first name here, and then we're going to edit this one. Wow, your first name here. Nice. And then in here, you can ask them to do exactly what you want them to do. I think we covered this already, but on the submit, yeah, they're going to go ahead and submit to the next page. And then that's that. So I'm just trying to see if I missed anything. So save. Yeah, I think everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, one last thing I wanted to cover is that on the buttons, this is a super helpful feature, is that if you go to advanced and you go to animation, basically, like if this was a webinar funnel and you don't want people to leave right away, or you wanted them to stay, or you wanted them to watch the video all the way through, what you would do is that you'd put 5 minutes delay and then the button would fade in. So now, as you guys can see for this button, if we put that there and we save it, and once you go and preview it, that orange button is not going to pop up right away. And if we wait 5 minutes, this button popped up, but this one did not. And if we wait 5 minutes, this button's going to pop up only after 5 minutes. That's basically if you're trying to get people to stay on your website for longer, or trying to read or do what you want them to do. So let's go ahead and leave the editor. And I want to talk about some of the advanced settings, not settings, but like concepts of ClickFunnels, because ClickFunnels is just a tool. Like this software or any other software, like it's not going to work for you unless you have something money is the byproduct of value. Okay, if you're not providing value in some way, shape, or form, then there is no money there. So ClickFunnels is a very, very powerful tool to be able to allow you to do that, to provide value to somebody. So let's go ahead and get rid of this stuff right here, right? So I just want to show you exactly what the whole system looks like. So wow, I wish this ad wasn't here. So basically, I wanted to talk about something called a value ladder. So what we just created right here was the Facebook traffic source, right? And then they came to the landing page, and then once they came to the landing page, they got a thank you page. So this was our funnel. So right here, traffic, and then right here, landing page, and then on the next one, this was thank you page, right? So in here, this is where the traffic came from. On the landing page, what we did was that we took their email, and we put it into something that I like to call a bucket. So in here, right, that's a funny looking bucket. Anyways, this is where the people would go. And after you have their email, what you would do is that you would continue to market to them right down the road. So but we'll cover that in a little bit. So once they came here, right, in the traffic, they don't know you. And then once they see your landing page, they kind of get familiar with you. They see the video over here that talks about your business or your vision, but they still really don't know you. So, and then it goes to, like, once they submit their email, it goes to the thank you page. The thing is that we are trying to build a connection with these people, because if you walk up to a random person on the street and you say, hey, like, I'm trying to, like, give me $1 million so that I can build your company for you, and then I'll take 20%, like after the company's set. The person is probably gonna think you're crazy and then like run away, because you haven't provided enough value yet. So here on the landing page, you're trying to provide value and trying to build that relationship. But once that relationship is built, what you need to do is have a value ladder, right? So let me talk about that in a little bit. And all of this is explained in the book called Expert Secrets and .com Secrets. So ClickFunnels, obviously, the owner is Russell Brunson. He created 3 books now: Traffic Secrets, Expert Secrets, .com Secrets. So this specifically, the value ladder, is .com Secrets. If you guys want to read that, there'll be a link in the description. It's a free book, so everything I know about online marketing is from those books. Not everything, but most of it. So right here, in the landing page. So we were supposed to be giving out something for free, right? In the landing page. So we have say a free report right here. This is the free report, and then this would be the email, and then this would be the submit button, and this is the headline, whatever. This is the copy of the page. So once they get their free report, that's where they gain value. So now in the thank you page, that's when we really get to shine. And then we would say in the thank you page, we could say something like, hey, the free report actually tells you all the steps you need to take to be able to have the success that you want. But if you want help implementing those steps, I'll be able to give you a course, a video course that sells for $97, right? Excuse me, $7. $7. And then they would be like, okay, I gained so much value out of the free report that you gave me. I want to see how I can implement all this information that I got in a report. And then here would be the product that teaches them how to implement everything that they learned in this free one. And then after that, you can tell them, oh, so for a little bit of a higher price, right here, for say $97, I'll be able to show you exactly what you need to do to take what you've implemented and scale it to the next level. That way you can like, you know what you need to do, and then in the next step you just need to scale it, right, to be able to grow it bigger and bigger. And then the way you scale it is by going through this 97 course. And they're like, wow, so I gained value here. I got the step that I needed to give to have the desired outcome. And then I also got steps on how to implement it, and then how to scale the implementation. And if you wanted to personally coach them through it, you would $1997, right? So excuse me, $997. This would be your personal coaching, where you are with them. Wow, I'm not very good at this. Boom. Oh, I need a circle. Anyway, so like right here, you're personally coaching them through this. So what I was saying earlier is that you can't take somebody from Facebook and then offer them something for $1,000 and say, hey, come buy my course and come do something for me. That just wouldn't work, because they don't trust you. They don't know you. They don't like you. And honestly, like, our attention span, the human beings today, is like less than 7 seconds. So it's like nobody cares. And there's so much noise out there on the internet. Nobody's going to listen to you. But if you provide value first and you give first, then people are more willing going to be able to listen. And another powerful, super powerful thing about the thing that we built here, right? This opt-in information that's integrated with ActiveCampaign. Right here, as you guys can see, ActiveCampaign, add to list. The reason we're adding them to this list is because later down the road, let's say they don't want the $7 product yet. They're in their time in their life where it's not appropriate, but like, it's just not right for them to do that. They're busy with something else, or they're distracted. It just doesn't make sense. But if you grab their email, what you can do is email down the road to them, right? Whenever they are ready, you email, boom, you send them, and then you provide value, and then you send them more emails to send them through the value ladder. It's like a marketing campaign. You continue to advertise to them, but you also continue to build a relationship with them, right? So with these right here, wow. So with these ones, you are marketing, right? So with these, you are marketing, but this right here is value. You're just building a relationship with them. You're talking about just how you can help them with their business. And right here, you're going back into the sales value ladder, and you're marketing to them, right? And ultimately, whenever they are ready, they would eventually buy from you, because they know you, they like you enough. They'll be able to buy from you. So those are some of the advanced, like, not even advanced, some of the fundamental concepts you must understand before you ever start in building in ClickFunnels. Because ClickFunnels, like, if you don't have a product and if you don't understand these things that I just mentioned, it's not going to work for you. So But if you understand this and you're approaching the marketplace with a mindset of providing value, then ClickFunnels is definitely going to be the perfect tool for you to use, because it makes it so much easier. You're not tied to whatever coding or things like that, advanced stuff. So that concludes our video for today. I'll see you guys next time. Hey, that was a lot of information, huh? I hope that you guys got a lot of value from this video, and that it helps you decide whether ClickFunnels is right for you. Again, I personally love it. I use it every day. I don't know what I will do without ClickFunnels. And then their events, their books, their trainings, everything is just like so great. Like, it's an emotional thing for me. But again, if you guys are starting out and you're a little bit low on the budget, there are better alternatives as far as price for you to just build landing pages. But once you're ready to use ClickFunnels to its full capabilities, like, ClickFunnels is the way to go. So in the link down in the description, there's going to be a course. So this video is maybe like, I don't know, 30 minutes long, 40 minutes long. But like, there's a free course down below that you could just sign up for, and it's over 7 hours of ClickFunnels training. So hop in there, and then hopefully you guys find the rest of your answers that you don't see in this video in there. I appreciate you guys stopping by today. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out. I will see you guys next time.